Radio check, radio check. Let's see, I think that's better. Radio check, radio check. Oh, Mohammed Ben Sulayem. Radio check, radio check, radio check. Radio check, radio check. Hey, how are ya? Hey, Jose, how are ya? Hi, Danish Rusty. Hi, Marwan. Hi, KGT. Hi, Michael Sewell, sorry. Hi, Cade. Hi, Beef and Barley. We are checking the ZVN. Hello, how are you all guys doing? Welcome back to the Racing Statistics YouTube channel for today's Belgian Grand Prix. I will be your commentator as always, Ryan from the Ryan F1 YouTube channel. Now we're seeing a weird guy in a big cape. Starting to see. Oh, it's a female. Is it a woman? Yeah. Okay, I don't really know, but a person that's singing in a very big cape with interesting eyewear and gloves, and there's a guy that's holding in laughter. It's a very bizarre thing. Okay, yeah. How are you guys doing today? Welcome back to a brand new stream. So today we are here for the actual race. Finally, after 4 events, we're finally here for the actual race. And yeah, how are you guys doing? LOL, this Belgium singer. Yeah, it's a weird thing. How's the weather in Spa? It's cloudy, but it's not raining. No one's wet, pretty much. The ground doesn't seem to be wet either. It's a little bit sunny actually. So we will get going just as usual for today. And yeah. How are you, bro? I'm doing good. How are you, Samit? It's very hot in my country, says Zenith. Oh, that's a big bummer. It's quite cold here, so I'm just enjoying the last few days of winter. Today this weekend I actually didn't even go out. Yesterday I stayed inside all weekend. I think you guys can relate. Well, some of you at least. I had some work to do, so yeah, I mean I just stayed in all day. It was fine. I went to eat a burger at night, so that was good. It's cold in Australia. Yeah, it is. Yeah, it is. Hi, Depian. How are you, dude? Get your affairs in order, everyone. Yeah, it's always a good day to get up to date with everything you gotta do, you know? As soon as you've got the time. Nice to hear you're doing great. I'm doing great too, says Samit. Okay, good. But Max can win from the pit lane, lol, assume no puncture, no collision. There's a kid that didn't want to high five. Who was that, the president of Belgium? A kid just didn't want to high five him. My god. Tissues ready? Yeah, I actually have. I'm kind of an old man stuck in a young man's body. I use my grandfather's like cloth tissues. He passed away 10 years ago, and I use his cloth tissues because they're much better than paper ones for the environment and just for carrying around, you know. How are you, man? How are you? I'm good. How are you, Ram? I'm doing fine. Can't complain here. Well, I actually can, but I won't because yeah, it's. Yeah, I mean, I've got health, I've got food, so that's pretty much all I can hope for. How's the weather, eh? It's partly cloudy, I would say. It's not sunny, it's mostly cloudy, but it doesn't look like it's threatening to rain anytime soon, sorry. Wow, see that orange, people. Yeah, that's a lot of Max Verstappen fans. That's a lot of Max Verstappen fans. Hey, how are you? I'm doing good. I'm doing good, guys. Goose Boy Gaming. Good afternoon. Looking forward to some. Oh, thank you so much. Well, yeah. I mean, if you enjoy what we do here every week, and I'm gonna ask you to leave a like. I know I always do, but for the first few minutes of the stream, it really helps us out when it comes to discovery on YouTube. So if you like what we do and you want more people to get to know it, make sure to drop a like on the stream. And yeah, I mean, we can reach more people that way, and we can grow our community. Oh, look, a spam bot. Hide user on the channel. There we go. Got my McLaren merch on, says Rowdy. Well, I could get my McLaren merch on. I'm just gonna get the hat right now. Hold on. Here we go. My actual legal McLaren hat right now. And oh, I have this. I always forget where it is. Let me see if I can find it. Like, I always find it when I don't want to, and when I want to find it, I don't really know where it is. My I have the McLaren We Race as One pin somewhere, and I don't really know where it is right now. But it is somewhere. It is somewhere. I'll find it later on. Is it Alonso McLaren merch? No, I have Alonso McLaren merch, but not here. Oh, I actually do. Hold on. I have this shirt that doesn't fit me anymore, but it's a really nice shirt. It used to be my favorite shirt, and I wore it until it completely it started losing color, and but it's fucking beautiful. Yeah, I don't really use it anymore because look, it's all losing color here, and yeah, it's kind of small now. I've become more muscular, so yeah, it doesn't fit me anymore. But it's a really nice shirt. I got it in 2018, or yeah, it was from the 2017 collection, I think. Yeah, it's from the 2017 collection. Number one Alonso fan. Oh hell yeah! You guys know it. You guys know it. If you guys haven't seen my posts yesterday on for Alonso's birthday on Twitter, you missed that one. But yeah. Has the race started already? Nope. Risk of rain for the race is 40%. Okay, so with the risk of rain, you always had to divide it by half, because if it's 80% risk of rain during a Formula One race, it's actually gonna be 40. It's not gonna rain. But yeah, so 40 should come out to to 20%. You look like Danny Rick. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you. Race has started already. No, it's not. Paul, Max takes the lead. Which lap? Lap 3. I'm going to say between lap 3 and lap 5. Do you think Piastri will be number one at McLaren by 2024? I have no idea. I could really see them becoming a new Ferrari situation, with two number ones and a bit of a problem there. But yeah, we're going to have to wait and see. This is rookie season, so we should see about next year. And yeah, we should see, honestly. I didn't even know Ryan had an Instagram account. Oh yeah, I do, but I don't use it. I use Instagram for my personal account, and that's pretty much it. I haven't uploaded anything to my Ryan F1 Instagram in years. I used to do that before I even started with YouTube, before I even started with commentary. I used to do F1 wallpapers and stuff. Lap 5 is realistic, yeah, actually is. I reckon he could get past one or two people in lap 1. And then, yeah, the next 2 or 3 in the upcoming laps. Once the DRS is activated, that's the thing. Once the DRS is activated, they're gonna They're gonna happen lap in, lap out. Oh look, Danny Rick, nice in the F1 intro. That's I think that's the first time I've seen him. And we're still in the OnlyFans though, dude. The pian, stop it, my bro. He's called Max. He drives number 1. His race engineer actually called GP, and he was born near the circuit. Hell yeah, yeah. This like I'd subscribe to Sparks Flight, dude. Every single F1 fan in the Philippines is saying hi through me. Okay, hi Jeffrey. Hello, how are you? I think certain teams will make it harder for Red Bull today. They play the strategy game. Yeah, but there's not that much strategy you can do once the gap is that big in terms of pace, you know? It's not gonna be like yesterday. It's not gonna be like yesterday. What's your opinion on F1 Manager 2023? Well, I can't actually run it on anything, so I wanted to play that one, but I can't. I don't have any computer or console or anything that can like supports it. So yeah, unfortunately, that's just gonna be it. But well, yeah, today we are at Spa, 44 laps for those of you who were gonna ask imminently of the best circuit in Formula One history, pretty much. Yeah, this is my favorite circuit, period. And when it comes to the whole motor racing world, it's side by side with the Circuit de la Sarthe, of course, the 24 Hours of Le Mans, and the Belgian Grand Prix are my 2 favorite events that I never miss. I've never missed them for many years now. This is the race that I always like the most. This is a race I've raced at for many hours. I've done endurance races on of course in game, not in real life, but yeah, I've done many endurance races here. I know this track like the palm of my hand. C2, C3, and the C4 compounds are going to be used today, so that would have been the medium compounds last season, but now it's medium, but a little bit to the softest. I don't know if that's much, yeah, that makes any sense, but I think it does. So the starting grid, we have Nico Hülkenberg with a pit lane start for today, alongside Daniel Ricciardo, who will be starting in 19th place. And it's going to be Logan Sargent in P18 for Williams, alongside Zhou Guanyu in P17 for Alfa Romeo. Kevin Magnussen, who has a penalty, is going to be starting in 16th place alongside Alex Albon with the front-running Williams. And it's going to be Ocon in the back, Alpine in P14 next to Valtteri Bottas in 13th place. Pierre Gasly will be starting in 12th alongside Yuki Tsunoda, who will be starting in 11th. P10 will be for Lance Stroll alongside his teammate Fernando Alonso in 9th place. Those 2 are really struggling this weekend. In front of them, we have George Russell in 8th place alongside Lando Norris, who will be starting in 7th place. In 6th, we have Max Verstappen with a penalty, and Oscar Piastri is starting for the 2nd time this weekend ahead of his teammate in P5. P4 will be for Carlos Sainz alongside Lewis Hamilton in 3rd place. P2 will be for Checo Perez, and Leclerc will be starting in 1st place for today's race after Max Verstappen's 5th place grid drop penalty. That will see him starting in, as we said, we'll see him starting in P6, but how fast do you reckon he will be moving up today due to a penalty? Yeah. Aston Martin right in the middle of the field. Yeah, that's really unfortunate. There's been an ongoing situation with Aston Martin. They have had a very difficult car to upgrade since the start of the season. These are a declaration of Mike Crack, team principal of the team. And yeah, the thing is, they have gone down an upgrade path that was not the intended one. They have taken a gamble with an upgrade package and it didn't really work out. They had an upgrade that they didn't know what was going on for like the past 3 races that was actually making the car slower. So now they know what that upgrade is and they removed it, so they are like upgrade free right now. So that's a bummer, but at least that doesn't make them any slower, and they are going to work towards re-upgrading the car through the rest of the season. Remember, we're still like half the season to go, and yeah, they are looking to regaining those positions that they've lost. Perhaps not being the 2nd fastest team again, but maybe the 3rd would be a good call towards the latter end of the season. Right now, all they know is they know where the problems are and they know how to fix them, so that's all good. I like Max, but I'm kind of bored. Yeah, who isn't? I always say this is one of the worst seasons I've ever seen in Formula One, if not the worst. But yeah. 7 drivers are on the mediums. Piastri, Norris, Alonso, Stroll, Russell, Tsunoda, and Hülkenberg from the pit lane. The rest are on soft. So Mercedes have again split their strategy, says Elwax Manus. That's a very good inside. That's a very good inside point. Yeah, thank you for that. Yeah, we're starting to see them popping up. Yeah, that's Piastri, that's Norris, Russell, Alonso, Stroll as well. Oh, sorry, I kinda, yeah, my camera, I think that's fine, yeah. I forgot I had the camera on. So there's a possible 1-stop or 2-stop from the mediums to the hards. It's a 1-stop at around lap 17, and then a 2-stop is from the soft to the mediums to the mediums, around lap 13, around lap 15. Around lap 13, and then 15 laps after that. Yeah, so that's those are the strategies from soft, medium, medium. Or I would actually be surprised if we didn't see a soft extended and then a hard extended. But yeah, the medium to hard is the 1-stop strategy that not many teams have opted for. As Elwax Manus said there, there's going to be a split strategy for McLaren, and there's everyone from P7 who's Norris down to P11 who's Tsunoda in the mediums, and everyone else will be starting on the soft compounder. The fastest pit stop of the season has been confirmed to be last weekend's Hungarian Grand Prix pit stop by Red Bull Racing, who dethroned McLaren with a 1.98 second stop, which is creeping back down to the numbers that we had before the safety concern changes for the pit stops. The Mercedes push to put in place. Okay, so the formation lap is starting to come to an end. The first drivers are, so Leclerc was waiting, pretty much had been stopped the final chicane while he was queuing up the cars behind them, because he didn't want to be sitting there on the grid while his tires were getting cold, while Ricciardo was still through turn 14. That wouldn't have been good. He kind of stopped there, and now he's making his way to his grid slot, everyone right down towards Ricciardo is still waiting at the end of that chicane. The map will work, yes. As soon as the race starts, the map will work. I can already feel I'm gonna have to do a pee break today. I had some water and some tea before the start of the stream, but I kinda need to keep the throat moist, because otherwise we're not gonna be able to make it through. Are they racing in Vegas? Yes, they are. This year, not today. Today they are at Spa, at Belgium. Spa-Francorchamps. Okay, so the final car is on the grid. That's the green flag, and that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. And we are racing. That's Leclerc with a clean getaway. Is already up in front of Max Verstappen, of Checo Perez, who tries to close in. Oh, that's a big lockup from the Mercedes, who makes contact almost with the McLaren of Oscar Piastri. That was almost a spin with the McLaren and the Ferrari there. That's Max Verstappen trying to go around the outside. Oh, that's one of the McLarens going extremely slow. I think that's Lando Norris with a slow puncture or something. Oh, that's Oscar Piastri. Yeah, that's Oscar Piastri. I think he got a puncture. He's already dropping down to last place. At Checo Perez regaining that position, in towards turn 5. Is already in the lead of the Belgian Grand Prix, in front of the Ferrari of Charles Leclerc. Then it's Lewis Hamilton in P3. Then it's Max Verstappen in 4th place, next to Carlos Sainz, and then it's Fernando Alonso in P6. Lando Norris is in P7. Yuki Tsunoda in 8th place. Then it's Lance Stroll and Alex Albon. I've got damage, says Piastri, as he's right. I don't think he's going to be able to make it through the end of this lap right now. If he's got a puncture, he's still got a long way to go, so he might retire the cars to not damage more components and bring out the first safety car of this race. We're now looking at Max Verstappen, who's in 4th place already, got past Carlos Sainz and is extremely close to Lewis Hamilton. He's going to be looking at making the move. I've got damage, says Carlos Sainz. Okay, so Carlos has also got some damage from that getaway. I think they collided, Sainz and Piastri. They made contact in the end. I thought one of them was going to spin, but apparently they have both got damage at that turn 1 contact point. Right now we are once again looking at Max Verstappen as he makes its way around. Tries to go around the outside, but doesn't quite manage to do so at the end of the first lap as they both go through the chicane. It's really close there, as that's Fernando Alonso trying to get past Carlos Sainz. The gap is widening between Sainz and the front runners. Yeah, we see damage carry on for now. Okay, so for now he is going to continue racing Carlos Sainz, as we see that Alex Albon trying to overtake Lance Stroll, going wide into turn 1. That's just not gonna be enough for the British both driver to make it through. Once again we are now looking at Alex Albon very close to that Aston Martin. Williams are extremely quick this season, and they are side by side right now with the Aston Martin. Is Alex Albon gonna make the move to the end of the Camel Straight? Yes, he is. He's up into 9th place. That's Zhou Guanyu up into 13th as well, as we see Carlos Sainz and Fernando Alonso still battling as Zhou moves down another place. Zhou has lost position to Ocon now. Yellow flag on the 2nd and 3rd sector. That's Oscar Piastri already stopped. I told you he's not going to be able to make it through. The end of turn 13, the outside of turn 13, between 13 and 14, that's Piastri stopped next to the exit point of the circuit. So I don't think that's going to be a full-on safety car. I guess they're going to just double wave the yellows and put a VSC until the cars are through, and then they're going to remove Piastri's car from the circuit, and there's going to be green flag racing once again. So they all go through, double waved yellows on the 2nd and 3rd sectors. We're not going to see a replay of the start of what actually happened there as we got going. Let's see that turn 1 incident. It's a good getaway from Leclerc. A big lock up there, and yeah, some contact there on the inside of turn 1. That's Piastri, I think, with at least a puncture. He rode the curb a bit too long. There was no space there, but he didn't concede that position. He went side by side with Carlos Sainz, who closed in because he was trying to overtake. Yeah, that's a big, I think there's a hole at the side of that Ferrari. No, there's a broken floor, but yeah, that's a broken suspension arm probably, and a puncture for the McLaren. I wouldn't be surprised if that's the case. Yeah, there was severe contact. That's Oscar Piastri, who was completely on top of the curve. We're now looking at Alonso's start. Did he get a good start as well? Let's see what happened there. He started in 9th place. He stayed in position around the didn't do anything, completely stayed out of trouble there. He hasn't yet overtaken him, but who is going to look towards making the green flag racing, exactly as I predicted. That's Ocon. Oh, yellow flag on the 1st sector. What's going on? Hulkenberg's dropping down, being overtaken by Gasly. Green flag. Okay, so I don't know what happened there. DRS has been enabled right now. Sergio Perez has the fastest lap of the race. Now that DRS has been enabled, we're going to see those overtakes happen. Carlos Sainz team radio, tell me the amount of damage. 5% aero balance, it's pretty big. So Carlos is going to try just to salvage those as many points as he can for today's race. Right now he's in P5. He's going to lose that 5th place to Alonso now with DRS, probably within the next 1 or 2 laps. Yuki Tsunoda's right behind, so that might be a bit of a better car to hold on, but right behind them is Lando Norris and Alex Albon and Lance Stroll and George Russell and Esteban Ocon, which are much more feistier drivers, let's say. But what happens with Yuki will determine what happens to Carlos. If Yuki manages to hold on to those places, to slow down those cars and to deny the overtake that may be good for Carlos Sainz's race. We're gonna have to see how that develops. As things stand now, I think Lando Norris may be able to make the move because his car is just that much quicker, but behind them, yeah, that's gonna be a bit of a question if we get a DRS train or not. Lap 1, turn 1 reviewed, no further investigation for the incident that happened there. Now with DRS active, we're gonna see Fernando Alonso try to get the move on Carlos Sainz there as they come up turn 4. DRS open. Oh, that's a Red Bull. Oh yeah, that's what. Yeah, okay. Side by side, Fernando Alonso, and it's now in front of Carlos Sainz. I didn't really realize what I was looking at there. I thought it was Alonso, but it was Lewis Hamilton. Yeah, the light kind of screwed with that one. That's Fernando Alonso already up into 5th place. That's great for the Aston Martin that we saw yesterday, which was definitely not on the pace as they would have liked. He started in P9. He's already up into 9th place. We are looking now at Nico Hülkenberg going side by side with almost touched there with who was that? He went really wide, late braking, didn't really pay off. That was Pierre Gasly. Yeah, I don't know if he's gonna have to give back that position. I think he did though. I think he gave that position back because right now Pierre Gasly is sitting in 16th place and Nico's in 17th. So let's see. Oh my god, yeah, that's a hole on the side of the Ferrari. And that's just a complete chunk of floor missing there. That's a big damage for Carlos Sainz's car. I don't think he's going to be able to finish this race. Yeah, right now he is under threat by the AlphaTauri. Makes complete sense. And that's Alex Albon, Lando Norris, Lance Stroll at the back. Everyone's extremely close as Alonso already makes up a bit of a gap there as Lance Stroll gets overtaken. Lance Stroll overtakes Lando Norris. It's a weird sentence to say that. And now the McLaren's losing another place there. Lando Norris is losing another place right now to George Russell, who moves up into 10th place. Lando Norris drops down outside of the point. So what started as a dream Saturday and a dream Friday ended up as a bit of a nightmarish Sunday as far as we know right now. Oscar Piastri out of this race in turn 1 after colliding with Carlos Sainz in turn 1, and then Lando Norris drops down to P11. Lance Stroll moves up 10th place to 9th place. Russell regains that position. In the end, I think it's gonna be, it's gonna definitely be Stroll up in front as Yuki Tsunoda gets in front of Carlos Sainz up into 6th place for the Japanese driver as Carlos Sainz continues to drop right now. Up next for the overtake is gonna be Alex Albon in 8th place in the Williams right now. Is sitting pretty as they come into the 3rd sector. They're in the middle of them on the 2nd sector. Yeah, Alonso's already got a big gap in front of him. It's 3 seconds to Yuki Tsunoda. That's going to be great for his race. As for the leaders right now, we have Max Verstappen still behind Lewis Hamilton, not having been able to overtake so far. Half a second is the gap between the two because Lewis Hamilton has also got DRS on Charles Leclerc, but I think right now that gap's a bit wider now. It's 1.1 seconds. Is that going to affect Hamilton's ability to overtake? Is that going to be Verstappen's place to make the move and to gain that 3rd place? Hamilton right now closes the gap down to less than a second again. Hamilton team radio. Ferrari has been off at turn 9 every lap, okay? So he's talking to trying to make him to try to get him penalized, and that's around the inside. Alex Albon goes on Carlos Sainz. I don't know how long that Ferrari is going to be able to hold on for, but yeah, I think it's going to be until he's out of the points, and then he's going to just retire the car. DRS open for the 2 cars behind that are Lance Stroll and George Russell. Alex Albon also has DRS as they come through turn 1. The place of bother for Carlos Sainz at the start of this race. DRS once again is open, and that's Lando Norris coming in. Oof. That's Lewis Hamilton getting overtaken by Max Verstappen into turn 5. That's, Max Verstappen into the points as a few cars are already starting to pit. Lap 6 of this race. That's Norris, that's Magnussen, that's Ricciardo. 3 of them coming into the pits for a set of medium tires. The soft did really not worked out for them. Norris has gone onto the hard. Hülkenberg and Ricciardo have gone onto the medium, and Magnussen has also stopped for a set of medium tires. Really dropped a lot there, and that's lap 6. That's still a very long way to go towards the end of the race. I'm gonna actually put something on top of here because I'm... Yeah, okay, good. Yeah, okay, so Max Verstappen's up into third place. Yuki Tsunoda is in 6th. Yeah, he's managing to hold on, and that's Lance Stroll getting past Carlos Sainz as we now exit the replays, and we are into turn 13 with those two. The Alpine is really feisty. They're trying to overtake Russell. Carlos Sainz is a sitting duck. I think it's a bit of a dangerous place to be on. Okay, we have a lot of people watching. If you guys aren't subscribed and if you're enjoying the watch along so far, make sure to leave a like and to subscribe to the channel. We do this every single weekend, so if you guys are enjoying so far, make sure to do so. As we now see Lewis Hamilton, not Lewis Hamilton, not George Russell, getting the move around the inside as the Alpine and the Alfa Romeo go into the pits. That's Carlos Sainz dropping down to 10th place. We have Ocon and we have Bottas both coming in. The soft tire was definitely not the one to fit in at the start of the race. This is lap 7. The supposed strategy was to come in at lap 15. So it's a bit early to come in, but yeah, I mean, they definitely are doing so. They don't really feel like this soft tire has got all the pace that they actually wanted. There's yeah, more cars coming in, so from P14 down, everyone has stopped. Right now we're on board with the Ferrari of, that is Carlos Sainz, who's got George Russell up in front. Carlos Sainz is down to 10th place. Logan Sargent with the second Williams is in the cusp of the points right now. What's the gap between the two? It's 0.7 of a second. So this is going to perhaps be an overtake for points for Logan Sargent. That's going to be huge if he can manage to keep that place through the rest of the race. As I am going to say now, that's probably not going to happen because some of the guys in front, I'm talking Norris, I'm talking Ocon, I'm talking, well, yeah, perhaps Ricardo and Bottas as well for Logan Sargent have, no, not Ricardo, but Bottas. Oh, hold on. Ricardo's moved up a place. Yeah, Bottas was pretty at the back as well, but Norris and Ocon pretty much were in front, but yeah, dropped down massively, but they were runners with much more pace that have already made their first stop. So yeah, once again, guys, if you have enjoyed so far, make sure to subscribe to the channel. We do this every single weekend. It's completely free. And now we are seeing Logan Sargent make the move and overtake the Ferrari of Carlos Sainz as he drops down to 11th place with extensive damage. That's going to be Gasly also going for the overtake around the outside. DRS open as they come into the final chicane. That's Carlos Sainz coming in. I think they're going to retire the car. Alex Albon's also in the pits, and that's also Zhou Guanyu in the pits. Yeah, I don't really see Ferrari continue. Oh, he is. Mediums. Okay. They could have at least taped up the hole or something. But yeah, he's just got a huge hole and they're choosing to continue. Okay, I don't really know what that's for. I mean, that's just wasting kilometers in the... Oh, Kevin Magnussen in the fastest lap of the race. Okay. Yeah, so remember the top 4 have got soft tires, and then it's Alonso, Tsunoda, Stroll, Russell who have got the mediums. That's Lando Norris getting overtaken around the outside and the inside by Alex Albon and by Esteban Ocon. There's no chance of defending there. What's going on with Lando Norris? That's definitely got a problem, that car. That's not the pace that it should have. Maybe it's because I got the hat on? I don't really know. I don't want to say that I cursed them, but yeah. Hamilton Team Radio. Potential rain on the radar, 20 minutes away, not very strong though, nothing like yesterday. So perhaps we may see them going into winters if the rain is here for long enough. But other than that, I think they are good to continue racing on dry weather tires. Max Verstappen, DRS open, and also the rain may get to one part of the circuit, but not the other, since this is such a big circuit. 44 laps. I think that's the least amount of laps in any circuit so far. 19 corners through the Belgian forest. What a beautiful circuit this one is, huh? Can't believe we are on the brink of losing it every single year. Sargent coming in. Sargent stopping. Let's see where he manages to come out. Oh, and that is for position. Max Verstappen overtaking Leclerc into turn 5. Yeah, nice overtake around the inside into turn 5. Around the outside of turn 5, the inside of turn 6, sorry. And that's Max Verstappen moving up into second place. 2.8 seconds is the gap now to the guy in front. That's Sergio Perez, who's right now leading this race from the Dutch driver Max Verstappen. Let's see a replay of the overtake. DRS open around the outside of turn 5, around the inside of turn 6. The move gets done and he's up into second place. Oh, and also, guys, if you want to leave a tip, if you want to, show your appreciation in terms of money, you can always do so. Of course, leave a super chat, leave a sticker. It's not something that you should do. It's not something that we want you to do. But if it's something you feel like you want to do, you want to tip us or something, it's greatly appreciated. Of course, if you want to leave a donation. And yeah, that's all I'm gonna say about that. Okay, now back to the racing. We're now on board with Ocon, who's got Magnussen in front. Magnussen now still holds the fastest lap of this race. Stefan Ocon is in 13th place right now. This is actually shaping up to be, at least so far, a pretty entertaining race. I cannot believe that. The first entertaining race of the season, pretty much. Yeah, so Magnussen still holds the fastest lap of this race. And Ocon has got DRS 4/10 of a second is the gap between the two. As they come through turn 17, they are going on to the start-finish straight as Yuki Tsunoda comes into the pits. I think that's the first of the medium runners to stop. He fits on a new set of mediums, so he's gonna have to do a 2-stop right now, because from mediums to the mediums you cannot finish the race. You have to stop once more for a different set of tires. So he's going for the 2-stop. He's going mediums, medium softs, probably towards the end of the race, or medium hards. That would be an alternate strategy if he wants to push throughout and make a bigger gap. That depends on what the telemetry data is telling them. I have no strategy, so I don't really know. Current tire, yeah, this is the window for the soft runners to pit. This is it. This is where it opens. As we're now seeing Ricciardo overtake Norris. Ricciardo up in 14th place as Norris with the hard compound tires struggling with grip everywhere. We're now on board with him. We've seen him through half a corner and we've already seen a lack of grip. Some corrective cornering there to keep the car in check. As we go through turn 9, Lando Norris is in the radio. Yeah, he's got some issues. They're talking about changing some stuff in the setup, and he's like, yeah, dude, nothing's helping. Everyone's really struggling there in McLaren after, such a promising start to the weekend. It doesn't really seem like they're going to come out with points here. P15 right now for Lando Norris as he continues to struggle. And Valtteri Bottas gets closer and closer. That's Alonso, the first of the front runners to make a stop, in quotes, because he's got a big gap to the guys behind. It's a clean stop, and he goes on to the mediums as well. So the 2-stop strategy looks to be the one in order for pretty much every runner now. If another one, okay, is he gonna come out in front or behind the Yuki Tsunoda there? The Yuki Tsunoda. Oh, the Haas of Nico Hülkenberg. Okay, so he's down into 8th place. He's got some clean air in front of him unless he gets overtaken by the Haas here. He's got some clean air, 2 Gasly up in front to heat up those tires. Is he gonna get overtaken? DRS is enabled, and I think Nico's going to take around the outside, and yes, he does. He manages to make the move, and the Haas is now in front of the Aston Martin up into 8th place as Yuki Tsunoda gets past Alex Albon and is up into 10th place. Oh, Alonso's on the hards? Hold on. It says Alonso's on the hards, but I think I saw him on the mediums. Yeah, that's definitely medium tires. The graph this weekend have been really off. But yeah, Alonso's gonna look for an overtake opportunity as soon as he can right now. He had cold tires, but now he's getting closer and closer to that Haas. Yeah, he's on mediums. Yeah, I don't know why it says he's on hards. The graphs this weekend have been very off. I don't know if it's manually inputted or if it's automatic, but if it's automatic, I mean, something's really wrong there. Yesterday, we saw that everyone was on inters when they actually were on wets. As Fernando Alonso goes around the inside into turn 16, the outside becomes into turn 17. He does really not manage to get the move done. I think he's gonna go for it at the bus stop chicane. And no, he does not manage to get it done. Let's see across the start finish rate. He really needs to get that overtake done. Otherwise, I think he's gonna get hindered throughout the rest of this race by that slower Haas. They go through turn 1. The DRS is open. No, not yet, but it's gonna be open. The DRS is open for Alonso now. They're side by side. Alonso goes around the inside and he gets the move done, and he's already past the Haas of Nico Hülkenberg and he's regained that 8th place. But right now, the cars behind, mainly Yuki Tsunoda, are really close. That was a very bad outlap for Alonso. Stuck behind traffic. Nico Hülkenberg, who hasn't yet stopped. Yeah, he's already making up a big gap in front. That was a lot of time lost, unfortunately, for Alonso, and that big gap he got in front. Yeah, that's pretty much gone. So that's good for the guys in front. I mean, Hamilton can stop now and not be hindered by him. Hamilton, though, is dropping off a little bit as well. Hamilton was right there in the points, in the podium, sorry, and then he got overtaken by Verstappen, and now he's dropped off. The gap between him and Leclerc is almost 5 seconds. He's still in 4th place, though, so if anything happens up in front, Hamilton goes into the pits. Yeah, let's see if it actually works and if he gets out clearly in front of Fernando Alonso. I think he should. Mediums for him. Yeah, okay, so the strategy is definitely a 2-stop for pretty much everyone here. In front of Stroll. He's gonna come out in front of Stroll. That is a very good stop and a very good strategy. Yeah, Hamilton exits 7/10 of a second ahead of Stroll. He's clear of the Aston Martin. Oh, is the Aston gonna get him? Is it gonna be a reverse Alonso Hülkenberg situation there? The DRS is open for Stroll. He goes around the inside. No. Hamilton manages to keep him clear. Hamilton manages to keep him at bay. That's gonna be great for his race to actually keep him behind and to make the gap up to the front. Nico Hülkenberg has just stopped as well. He comes out behind Logan Sargent. That's last place. A 3.9 second stop. That was a bit of a slow stop. Bro think he's Alonso, yeah. Kinda, isn't it? Rain coming. Should be coming around 10 minutes. A bit less, I think. But no messages so far. Verstappen radio? Oh, Perez is in the pits. Okay, so Verstappen was told to box. Leclerc's in the pits as well. Some sparks fly there at the pit box. He was told to Verstappen was contesting a call by the strategist, and he was told just follow my instructions. He did not stop. He did not stop. 3.2 seconds. Oh, 2.4 seconds stop. Yeah, 3.2 seconds stop by Checo Perez. 2.4 for Leclerc. That's a bit of a faster stop for Leclerc. Let's see the gaps there in the end. I think if they get a good outlap in here, Leclerc comes out in front of Hamilton. If they get a good outlap in here, I think Leclerc may be closer to Max Verstappen. Checo Perez right now has to get a clean outlap if he wants to keep his lead. Remember, the gap is now at around 2 seconds. So it was a bit of a slow stop for Checo Perez. So he needs to keep a good pace. For now, the Verstappen's gonna come in at the end of this lap. Probably he's gonna have to get out in front. Ferrari actually did a good pit stop. Yeah, it was decent. Actually, it was. Verstappen team radio. Rain in 10 minutes. Can you make those? Okay, Verstappen was told we got rain around 9 minutes. Can we make that stop last to overcut? Can we make those tires last to overcut Leclerc? Can you make it to there? And Verstappen replies, I don't know. I don't got a weather radar, don't I? So he's a bit of a. He's getting more and more entitled by the day as he comes in right now. I don't think he decided he wanted to extend this his stop, and now he's gonna come in. What tire is he fitting? I think he's on hards, isn't he? I think he's on hards. I think Verstappen is on mediums, or is that hards? Yep, that's mediums. Okay, Max Verstappen is out on mediums in second place, 2.2 seconds behind Max Verstappen right now, as Hamilton sets the new fastest lap of the race, who's now in fourth place still. Between turn 4 and turn 5, incident involving 44, Hamilton reviewed no further investigation by weaving on the straight. Okay, so in, just under 7 minutes, we're gonna probably get some rain. That's Russell trying to overtake the Aston Martin. Oh, that's Alonso overtaking Gasly. Alonso getting the move done on Gasly as we're now on board Russell, who's trying to get past that Aston Martin. I was, my brain exploded. I was like, wait. No, okay, the guys in front didn't stop. Russell and Stroll haven't stopped yet. And they are battling for position right now. They're on track as Alonso's getting closer and closer to them with much fresher rubber. Gasly is as well. Let's see, I don't think Russell can make the overtake in time before Alonso gets him. So the Aston Martin's competitive again, apparently, today. And he's trying to go around the inside. They go into the third sector right now. That's Russell switching from attacking to defending. Oh, a bit of a loss of the rear by Alonso. That could have been a big loss. And let's see what's going to happen right now. If Stroll and Russell can manage to hold on for the upcoming laps, that's Alonso getting past. I think it was kind of led through pretty much by Russell. If they can hold on for the next 5 minutes or so, I think it's gonna be pretty good because of the rain. They are the only two that have started on the medium tire that have not yet stopped. So if they can make them last until the rain comes, I think that's gonna be pretty good for them. Now looking at Max Verstappen, who's within 0.3 of a second of Perez, so he's gone over a second a lap faster than Perez here. Holy. Oh, we got 32 subs to go to 98k. Alonso just got past Stroll, and can we get to 100k today with this good race so far? A good race is pretty rare this season, so if we could get to 100k subs on this day of a decent race, that would be a double surprise. 0.3 of a second, the gap between the two leaders, as Carlos Sainz drops down to 18th place now. 19th place. He's behind Nico Hülkenberg. He's on dead last. They should just bring him in. Alonso's now 1.1 seconds ahead of his teammate, while Gasly's still struggling to overtake Russell, who's got DRS on Stroll. So they're both on a bit of a train right now. Stroll's out of the DRS of Alonso as Ocon gets past Alex Albon and is tapping to the points. Ocon up into 10th place. Max Verstappen's now the guy we are on board with, though, as they come through the start-finish straight to start lap 17, new fastest lap of the race for the Dutch driver, as DRS is open for the small DRS zone up into turn 1. He's gonna try and go around the inside right now, as they go into turn 2, or Rouge Radion. Yeah, nice slipstream. He's gonna get DRS and he's gonna get the move done. This lap, 100% around the outside he goes and he regains the lead. Yep, he gains the lead. Well, no regains, he gains the lead. Max Verstappen of this race in lap 17. Okay, so I had a bet that it was gonna get it on lap 3. My brother said lap 5. Lap 17 is pretty good. Pretty good. As we're now once again on board with Russell, who's trying to get past Stroll. He goes around the outside. I move to do the overtake as well. Around the outside. Oh, that's a bold move, and he gets it done. Into the chicane they go, into turn 6. That overtake gets done into turn 7 right now. George Russell's ahead. The current pit window. Yeah, I told you he would be leading by lap 15. Yeah, okay, so Jose, you were much closer there. He was much closer there. Yeah, so okay, we were talking about now the pit window is open for the medium runners. If they can keep it going for 1 or 2 more laps, I think that's gonna be enough for the rain to come. But is that gonna be enough for Inters? That's a different situation, because it may start to rain, but it may not be enough for intermediate tires. So are they going to risk it and stay out and possibly perhaps hinder their position? Right now, Gasly is on the... Oh, Gasly stopped for its softs. No, Gasly hasn't yet stopped, guys. Holy fuck. I didn't realize Gasly hadn't yet stopped. Okay, so Russell, Stroll, and Gasly haven't stopped. That's Yuki Tsunoda, who's already stopped in the medium. So that's a bit of a buffer that they have. Two of the guys behind Russell, Stroll, and Gasly, I think they should risk it. I mean, if Gasly hasn't stopped yet, might as well just continue out there. Sainz, rain expected in 4 minutes. Yeah, the dude is down in last place. What's the rain intensity? Level 2 to 3. Okay, so that's a bit of an, somewhat more intense rain that I was actually thinking about. That may actually be for Inters. That may be it for Inters. Norris is coming in. Norris is coming in for a second stop. I'm getting flashbacks to the start of the season. Ooh, another slow stop for McLaren. 3.3, I mean, it's decent. It's decent. It's okay. He fits mediums? Let's see what he fits. Soft? What's going on? The softs that didn't work. Yeah, Jose, Norris takes new soft. What the fuck is going on? Literally said the same. Raining turn 15, says Carlos Sainz. Copy that, it will be a few spots for a few minutes, then increasing. So rain is imminent, guys. Rain is imminent. It's kind of already in the circuit. Can this change the running order a little bit? We have Verstappen right now leading from Perez, and Leclerc completes the podium. Lewis Hamilton is in 4th place, along in front of Fernando Alonso's in P5. Then it's George Russell, Lance Stroll, then it's Gasly, Tsunoda, and Ocon rounding out the points. We have Alex Albon outside of the points in the Williams in P11. Then it's gonna be Kevin Magnussen, and then Ricardo Valtteri Bottas, Zhou Guanyu, Nico Hülkenberg, Logan Sargent, and it's Carlos Sainz now in front of Lando Norris. Imagine to be behind Carlos Sainz in this race. This is just a complete disaster race for McLaren right now. Honestly, no idea. Why McLaren pit too soft when the rain comes? No good. Yeah, no clue. I mean, I don't know what's going on there. There's definitely some big problems there with McLaren. As we're now looking at the battle for 7th, which is disputed between Stroll, Gasly, and Tsunoda. So Stroll and Gasly. So Tsunoda has caught Gasly and Stroll, who have not yet stopped. Heavy rain will hold for around 10 minutes. That's Gasly going for the overtake on Stroll. Stroll drops down to 8th place right now, and Gasly with 19 lap-old soft tires manages to hold on there and to make an overtake on the Aston Martin. How the hell is Gasly making those tires last? I have the exact same question, Jose. It's like you and me are the same person today. So I think it's going to be 2 Inters, and then towards the end of the race, back to the mediums or the softs. 10 minutes of rain forecast. Let's see if they can hold it off with those slicks. Doesn't really seem like it. Yeah, I mean, as much telemetry as they have, the best way to actually determine if it's raining or not is just to get the arm out to the pit lane. That's what the Aston Martin pit garage were pit. Oh, not the pit. The strategists were doing. My God. Gasly to Stroll, 0.2 of a second. To Tsunoda, 0.7 of a second. Is Stroll gonna re-overtake Gasly there? Regain that position, back up into 7th place. Is Tsunoda gonna be taken apart here, double overtaking them both, as he has already stopped. Let's see what's gonna happen right now as they come into turn 1. DRS open there. Around the inside, that's very wide for Stroll, who leaves the door right open. Why the hell would you do that? Yeah, he leaves the door wide open for an overtake of Yuki Tsunoda, and he loses a second to Gasly. Okay, so that's Yuki already looking very close to overtaking Gasly into turn 5. He's got the newer tires, he's got the better tires. I think it's just a matter of time before the moves gets done, and then it's back to Stroll v Gasly there. Tsunoda's incredible, yeah. I mean, he's doing a hell of a race today. The Williams, the Alphas, they are looking quick. Okay, so there's already some drops of rain that we are seeing on the camera lenses. Hamilton starting to find pace. Says EVX plays. Let's see, 3.8 seconds the gap now. Let's check on it in a little bit and see if that's actually the case, because I think, yeah, I think he actually might. Or maybe Leclerc's losing a little bit of pace, because the gap to Alonso's pretty much stayed the same. It's been 10 seconds. Oh, Verstappen says it's raining quite a lot. Okay, so that may be time to stop for Inter's next lap. Oh, what? That's soft tires for... Who's gonna come in? Is that Stroll? Stroll's gonna come in for softs right now. What? And it's a very slow stop as well. 4.5 seconds stop, and he's out last. I honestly have no clue what the fuck are they doing. Okay, let's see what's gonna... Oh, Verstappen already struggling with grip there in front. Apple Rouge. Think they just killed Stroll's race, and a nice chunk of points for the team as well. A very nice chunk of points for the team. He was running 7th. Well, around 7th, 8th, 9th. He was there in the fight. If he had just waited for one extra lap. One. Okay, so let's see what's gonna happen actually with the race. Perhaps it's the right call. I honestly don't know, because they are, I mean, some drivers are already struggling with grip. They're saying rain will increase in intensity. It has just started, remember, and it's predicted to last for 10 minutes. That's all the info we know, and based on that, I think it's insane to fit on its softs, but let's... Oh, we're starting to see some spray there. Lando Norris. Starting to see some spray at the rear end of Lando Norris. But yeah, okay. Let's see what's gonna happen here. Gasly now on 21 old lap softs. What? 21 lap old softs. What? 7th place for him. Yuki Tsunoda's right on the rear of him. As they go... Where are they? Let me find them on the map. Okay, they're into turn 6 right now. And Alex Albon gets past Esteban Ocon, is up into the points, up into 9th place already. We're looking at an overtake on Daniel Ricciardo by Valtteri Bottas, who moves up into 12th place. That's Lando Norris, who looks to have regained some pace. I think he called upon the rain gods to get him some pace. Yeah, okay, getting closer to Sargent. Picos already 5.3 seconds lower. Russell, box. Okay, Russell's gonna be coming in. Russell hasn't stopped yet. So let's see what's gonna happen. What tires is Russell gonna fit? Let's see if Aston Martin were completely off, or if they actually made some sense there with their stop. I think there's gonna be a decisive moment. Russell's going through turn 16 right now. He's got a few seconds to get to the pit lane. Oh, nice overtake. Nice overtake by Norris. Around the outside all through turn 8. Yeah, okay, so it's clearly raining in the pit lane. Okay, let's see. Russell comes in. What tires is he gonna fit? Oh, he's going for dries. He's going for dries. Yeah, softs for Russell. Softs for Russell. Okay. Gasly hasn't stopped yet. I think that's a bit of a hazard for the other drivers and for himself as well. 23 lap old softs. Whew, my god. No one made them last more than like 10 laps. And that took it to another. Getting that position and moving up a place. Ricciardo comes into the pits and fits on set of dry weather tires, I think, as well. Nico Hülkenberg past Zhou and up into 12th place. Zhou and Yu down into 13th now. So it's Haas Alpha right now. Lando Norris, what a move he did around the outside of turn 8. That's a tricky spot to overtake. Can someone explain what happened to Carlos? Yeah, contact with Piastri in turn 1, lap 1. He's got a huge hole on the side of his car. Somehow, he's still out there. No clue. And that's Lando Norris making a move around the outside of Zhou, and it's up into 13th place. Norris is cooking there. George Russell goes around the inside of Logan Sargent, moves up into 15th place. Track looks to be drying up again. So Stroll actually did a good call there. Okay, threat of heavy rain seems to have dissipated. And Gasly hasn't yet stopped. I think he's gonna stop this lap. Where is he even? Gasly and Albon. Okay, he's in the pits. Okay, that's why I couldn't find him on the map. He's in the pits. Gasly and Albon have both stopped. Albon comes slightly ahead of Gasly. 2.8 seconds stop for Albon. That's a good stop. Okay, so Gasly comes out behind Stroll. So he actually lost 2 places there. 2 places and 5 seconds to Stroll. That's Russell getting past Zhou and Yu. Zhou losing a place, a lap at this point. Sorry, Gasly took mediums. Yeah, he's gonna use them to the end of the race at this point. If he made softs last for 24 laps, he can do mediums for 20. I mean, I think he should have fitted hards and just wait to the end. And that's Carlos out of the race. Okay, finally they ended his misery. Yeah, about time. Carlos is out. So our second retirement of the day, both of them due to the same incident in lap 1. Let's see what happened to Gasly. Did he have a very slow stop? What happened there? Why are we seeing a replay of this? Oh, Okay, yeah, very slow stop. That's why he lost another place. They couldn't get the front right tire off because of the angle of the jack of the car. I mean, just physically couldn't get it off. That's why he lost a place to Alex Albon. That cost him a place, at least. It's going to be a hard car to overtake, more so on this circuit. Yuki Tsunoda comes into the pits for his second stop, the first driver to do his second stop, other than the ones that, yeah, by me, it makes sense. And that's a few more cars coming in. Bottas, Hülkenberg as well. Yeah, okay, second stops are in order. Sargent also comes in. Now on board with, who are we on board with? That's Russell, looking to overtake the McLaren of Lando Norris, goes around the outside. Oh, and he makes it through. Norris had briefly overtaken him, but yeah, Russell is now back up in front with, I think that's all the rubber. Let's see, Russell has only stopped once. Yeah, okay, so he's moving up from his stop now. The guys in front, Magnussen and Ocon, have stopped very early. They were the ones who make their first stops extremely early from the soft to the medium, so those tires should already be on the end of their life as well. The guy in front, who is Alonso, has got a few more laps to go to the life of his tires, and there's then the front runners who, yeah, are pushing a bit harder, and they can extend for a little bit longer. I think they're going to make a two-stop as well. I don't think the one-stop is in order for anyone other than, at this point, I think Gasly could be the only one to make the one-stop work. Let's see if he manages to do so. Other than that, yeah, it's pretty much 2 or 3 stops all around. Mediums again for Bottas, asks Pavo. Let's see, Bottas, yeah, mediums again for him. And now he's going to try and go to the end of the race. I think Stroll's got another stop to go. Yeah, he only stopped once so far, so would make sense. And that's Stroll making up a few places as Zhou pits, Ocon pits, Magnussen pits. So the guys who said we're going to pit imminently, pitted imminently. They came in this same lap. Ocon, Magnussen, Zhou, let's see where they come out. Yeah, Ocon's behind his teammate. Ocon is in 12th place, and it's Hülkenberg in 16th, who's out on the softs. Ocon is on the softs as well, by the looks of it. Looks like that. Okay, Nico Hülkenberg making up a place and moving up to 15th place ahead of Daniel Ricciardo. We are on lap 27 of 44. Max Verstappen holds the fastest lap of the race and now has a substantial lead to his teammate. Well, more so than he already had before. That's 7.5 seconds, the gap to second place by Max Verstappen. My god. Yeah, okay, so Verstappen's 7 seconds ahead of his teammate, and Perez 7 seconds ahead of Leclerc, and Leclerc's 3.5 seconds ahead of Hamilton, who's himself 14 seconds ahead of Alonso. And yeah, from Alonso to the next runner, there's 24 seconds. That's almost a stop, a full stop to George Russell. And that's the sun coming out, so the rain is gone, guys. How many laps in this Grand Prix? I just said 44. Alonso needs to charge Hamilton, but he just doesn't have the pace. I mean, I think as long as he just keeps the gap to Russell, 24 seconds, he's good. He's got a free stop pretty much. Yeah, I mean, he could stop right now, come out still in the place that he sat, and come home in 5th place, which would be good, very good for the championship for him. With the results that he's been pulling out so far, the past few races, this could be a good result. This could be a good result. New Fastest lap by Nico Hulkenberg on the soft compound tire, who is right now getting closer and closer to his teammate Kevin Magnussen, as you're now on board with Gasly, who has DRS on Alex Albon. The Williams driver is on the soft tires. Let me look at it. Yeah, okay, so both of them have stopped extremely recently. Yeah, okay, so we saw them coming out together, of course. That's a hard car to overtake the Williams of Alex Albon, mostly because it's Albon, but yeah, because that Williams is it's extremely slippery as well through the straights, and this is a very straight heavy circuit. So the second sector is the more technical one, where perhaps he can make up some ground, as we're now seeing Lewis Hamilton come into the pits. That's soft tires for Lewis Hamilton. Okay, is he gonna be able to make it to the end? It's gonna be a bit hard. Well, bit soft. Yeah, it's gonna be a bit of a challenge to make it those last to the end. We'll still have a long way to go to this race. It's Sainz out. Yeah, Sainz is out. So far, only 2 retirements. So far, yeah. So far, twice in a sentence. Yeah. Brian, please don't pun. I'm sorry. Just can't resist it. For now, once again on board with Gasly. Alonso came out, Hamilton came out 2.3 seconds behind Fernando Alonso. Now DRS is open for Gasly, but the gap is just getting wider there instead of smaller. Yeah, Gasly with DRS gets the gap wider during the straight. Oh, Hamilton's getting very close. 1.3 seconds to Alonso now. Yeah, okay, that soft tire's very quick, as we now see Leclerc coming into the pits. The front runner is coming in from the mediums. What tires is he gonna go on? Softs. He's gonna go for softs. Okay, so he's reacting to Hamilton then. He's clearly reacting to Hamilton's stop at 2.7. That's a good stop. That's 2 good stops in a row for Ferrari. Okay. Leclerc's gonna be coming out ahead of Hamilton. But very nearly, though. Very nearly ahead of Hamilton. That's Fernando Alonso, yeah, letting Hamilton pass out of the outside of turn 1. That's a pace difference. That's, yeah, I mean, the grip difference, it's insane with those new softs. And Hamilton, go ahead. Happy hunting, dude. Leclerc, 1.3 seconds now the gap to Hamilton. So Hamilton's closing in fast. Weaving on the straights by Leclerc a little bit too much, perhaps, there. Sainz small lock up in the first corner, of course, a 3 wide, which put Piastri into the wall, and Sainz took damage also because Ham boxed them both in. Yeah, I think it was clearly a racing incident, that one. The Drivers' Championships, as things stand, Leclerc would move up into 5th place, and then Alonso would continue to hold on to 3rd place by 2 points. 2 points would be the gap, 149 to 147, as things stand now. Yeah, okay, Alonso's kind of losing the gap to Russell. It was 24, right now it's 21. I would say stop now. Let's see. Yeah, okay, that's Checo Perez stopping. Good stop, 2.2, going into the softs. Come on, Alonso, come in now. Yeah, okay, Alonso came in. Good. 2.2 second stop. Perez comes out ahead of Leclerc and ahead of Hamilton. Not by that long, though. Not by that big of a margin. Let's see. Is this going to be a good stop for him? To come in for softs. Good stop for Hamilton. Good stop for Alonso. 3.3. Verstappen's going to be coming in. And is it going to be ahead or behind Russell? I think it's going to be just ahead of Russell. Yes, it is. It's going to be ahead of Russell. Okay. Alonso's got a nice gap to Russell now. I think it's 2 seconds. 1.7 now. But I think it's going to be enough to hold him off for this straight. Yeah, it's out of the RS, so he's gonna be holding them off for this straight, and once he gets those tires into temperature, he's gone. Hamilton now, 2 seconds to Leclerc, so the gap has become a little bit bigger then. 2 seconds is the gap still. They are still in contention. Hamilton's still in contention for the podium. Alonso radio, good job. Thank you, guys. Yeah, good stop by Alonso. Good strategy there, and so Verstappen comes into the pits. Yeah, he's gonna fit soft as well. 27-second advantage. Insane. 2.3 second stop as well. Yeah, so okay, I was talking about Hamilton. He could still take that third spot, but the gap is becoming bigger now. 2.4 seconds is now the gap between him and Leclerc. Hamilton's now, yeah, now getting behind a little bit. Yeah, okay, so Verstappen comes out with a 9-second lead. Oof. A 1-8 stop for a 1-8 gap, sorry, for Hamilton, for Alonso on Russell. Right now, Russell has stopped only one so far. Yeah, Russell's okay. So alongside Gasly, he may be going for a one-stop. Russell, he stopped for softs around lap 22. Yeah, no, I don't think he's gonna be able to make it to the end. No, definitely no chance. Unless he can like pull a Gasly, I don't think he's. I mean, no one's been able to pull a Gasly apart from Gasly. Yeah, he saved himself a stop. He's in P12 right now, Gasly. Let's see, he's got Albon up in front. Albon has done, yeah, he's got the same amount of stops. He's still not past him. DRS is still open. Now Crofty's talking about Osmar Safnauer being sacked. That's always so funny. My god. Sufu. This is so boring. Max would get out and hop the last lap, he would still win. Kinda, yeah. But at least this has been an interesting race for the rest of the field. I mean, it's a nice battle for P3, Hamilton, you know, the pit stops, Russell, Alonso, Norris going back up. Norris is up into 7th place now. He's going to have to stop again, though. That's going to cost him a lot of places. But Norris's arc has been interesting as well. The rain, is it going to rain? Is it not going to rain? Yeah, I mean, it's been, from what we've had so far this year, it's been one of the most entertaining ones. And that's always good. Yeah, and if you guys have enjoyed like me so far, make sure to leave a like. Come on, it just takes a second, and it really helps us out. To leave a like, subscribe if you haven't already. Yeah, okay, like we were talking yesterday, if you guys want to get to know what my opinions are on Formula 1 apart from the streams, I also have a YouTube channel. It's Ryan F1. The link is in the description. You can also, yeah, take a look at that if you fancy. Verstappen Team Radio, you used a lot of the tire on the outlap, Max. Not sure that was sensible. Verstappen with more bad, arrogant decisions. He's becoming a bit more entitled by the race, I would say, honestly. I mean, I kind of liked Max last year and such, but this year's, I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about him anymore. Running for leader of the Giovinazzi fan club. Oh, you know how I feel about Giovinazzi. Good. Yeah. That's a long time fan of the channel. That's a reference. That's a Ryan F1 reference that not many can get. Yeah. Okay. You're an OG. Okay, so Verstappen, your fastest lap of the race. A 1:48.922. Yeah, I remember now. Yeah. Ooh, around the outside. Oh my god, what a move. Gasly around the inside, Albon around the outside. They go all through the second sector, side by side, and Gasly gets the overtake done. I said the only place where he could get the overtake done was on the second sector, and he does it beautifully. My god, all through 12, 13, 14, and 15, side by side. That's a thing of beauty. That's definitely a thing of beauty. And now, with the DRS across the Camel Straight, is Albon going to get him back? Or is Bottas going to overtake Albon as well? Bottas is also in the mix there. So it's the battle for P11. DRS is open for Alex Albon. Let's see right now across the first sector. Let's see, through the Camel Straight, or Rouge Radion. Valtteri Bottas fancies an overtake on Albon as well. DRS open. Let's see there. What's gonna happen? No DRS for Gasly for the first time in many, many laps. What's gonna happen here? Side by side they go. Alex Albon tries to go here on the outside. Oh, Gasly closes the door and locks it there as he keeps that place and is still in 11th. What a great defensive move. Yeah. This is some great racing that we got here between Gasly and Albon. My god. Yeah, I mean, Gasly's been one of the best. I mean, he's my driver of the day, I think. Oof. Oh, so the battle for last lap went from turn 7. Oh no, okay. No, that was not turn 7, that was turn 12. My bad. Yeah. Oh, what a move. My god. My god. So Alonso and Russell still maintaining the same gap, almost 2 seconds. Now Verstappen team radio, this tire has reasonable degradation in the first stint. I'd ask you to use your head a bit more. Verstappen's pushing too hard. Verstappen thinks he's invincible, and he's not. He's gonna have to pay for this at the end of the race. Alex Albon comes into the pits, by the way. Why did he come into the pits? Hold on. He could have held it to the end of the race. That's the third stop. Norris just got asked if he could hold. Okay, Verstappen team radio, more Verstappen drama. I could also push and we do another stop a little bit. Oh, pit stop training. No, not this time. My god, Verstappen, just shut up, dude. Do what you're told. What were we talking about? Norris. Yes, okay, so Norris was asked, can you hold on with this tire to the end of the race? And he's like, okay, yeah, no. I cannot. I'm gonna start making mistakes right now. Norris is in 7th place after having stopped twice, and he's gonna have to stop a third time imminently. And yeah, and hold on to the end of the race then. See if he can pick up any points. Wait, is Max gonna pit because of the soft degradation? Not because of the soft degradation, because of how hard he's pushing those softs. Because Perez on the same strategy, Leclerc's on the same strategy, Hamilton's on the same strategy, and Alonso's on the same strategy, and they all are going to go to the end with those tires. Verstappen is pushing way too hard. Why Albon? No clue, dude. Yeah, I wasn't expecting that either. It's down last. What tires did he fit? Let me see. Sargent's in the pits as well. He fitted new used softs. No, softs. I don't know if they're new or used. Just softs. Yuki Tsunoda right now that we're looking at, who's about to be overtaken by the Alpine of Esteban Ocon, who's there for P9 as they, where are they right now? They are in the second sector. Yes, they are. They're through turn 8 right now. Into 9, the technical sector. Yeah, okay, so Albon and Sargent have done their last stops and are the first drivers to do 3 stops. Yeah, the first drivers to do 3 stops so far. That may be a long con game, banking on some other drivers' tires degrading at the end of the race, or opting to do a 3-stop as well now that the first dominoes have fallen. Driver of the day, in my opinion, it would be Pierre Gasly. I mean, he's done an absolutely brilliant job today. And now that there's no Loren Rossi and Otmar Safnauer, I can actually vouch for Alpine. And I also, I mean, I want Gasly to wipe the floor with Ocon, but that's just my thing, you know? Hamilton has been told not to drop off too hard because he needs to keep those tires in temperature and in degradation, because they seem to have better degradation than the Ferrari, and this could change a lot of things at the end of the podium towards the end of the race. Now Alonso's dropping off in pace a little bit, 0.3 of a second to Russell. Russell's now 1.7 behind the Spanish driver. Let's see how that gap evolves over the coming laps. We're now looking at Lando Norris in slow-mo. Are we looking at some degradation there? Oof, he just rode the curve there. Further back, it's all about the 1 versus 2 versus 3 stop strategy. Yeah, Gasly's on the 1, everyone else on the 2, and the Williams are on the 3. Let's see how this unfolds. Albon's already catching up to... No, he's not. Kinda to Zhou. Okay, no, Alonso's reopened the gap now to 2 seconds to Russell then. So that gap's pretty much staying the same. 25 seconds the gap between Hamilton and Alonso now. That's the front runners to the midfield and beyond. And everyone else from Alonso, well, from Russell back, that's Norris, who's 6.5 seconds behind Russell, all the way down to Albon is really close. Sargent is a bit further back though due to the 3-stop. Yeah, so the Williams are hoping to overtake a lot of cars in the coming laps. Albon's closing in by around a second a lap. Yeah, it's a bit of a DRS train that he's going to catch up to. Hülkenberg, Ricardo, Zhou, they are all very close and close to Magnussen as well. Norris is in a bit of a no man's land. He's gonna have to stop again. I think he should do it now, immediately, unless he wants to just risk it and go to the end. But gonna start getting overtaken left and right. At this point, I think he's pushing it a little bit. Yeah, he's gonna have to push it more than Gasly did. And that car that's really not like those tires. Well, yeah, he kind of does like those tires, but he's done a lot of stops, and those are not gonna be able to last, I think. He's chewed through a set of mediums in 4 laps, a set of hards in 10 laps. would it feel to chew on a Formula One tire? Imagine chewing on like a soft compound on a C5. Could you like take a chunk out of it? Verstappen, it's so windy, I have to hold the wheel really tight. Yep, roger that. Ryan with weird fantasies here. Imagine, would it be like, like, how would it feel? Like, could you sink your teeth in, or would they break? I'd like to test that out. Esteban Ocon right now, 10th place with the DRS. Oh, tries to go around the outside of Tsunoda. Oh my god! That was, he forced his way through, and he moves up into 9th place. These are the real questions. The Golden Ryan streams with eating carbon. No, it's not carbon, it's rubber. Like, I wouldn't eat it, I would just want to see if I can, like, bite it. You know? Don't you guys think that... Aren't you guys wondering the same thing I am? I mean, a very soft compound tire, couldn't you, like, sink your teeth into it? Or I don't know. I don't know. Medium rare tires. Yeah, sure. Red Bull 2013 vibes. Oh yeah, this is a 2013 season through and through, dude. They're not gummy bears. I would... Oh, imagine like a bag of gummy bears, but they're like Pirelli branded, and they like little black gummy bears, round. Like, I could try those. You're weird, man. Thank you. Add some cheese. No, with the cheese, dude. Licorice tires. There you go. That's $1 million idea, guys. Like, and they are like labeled differently with different flavors, and they're all like black, but they're soft, medium, hard. One of them tastes like rubber. A cherry flavored soft. Dudes, we need to sell this idea to Pirelli. I need to contact them ASAP. Okay, back to the racing. Yeah. Tsunoda in the points. Yeah, and now we are looking at the fight there of 15th place. That's Zhou and Yu overtaking Ricardo. Zhou moving up into 15th place, and now the guy in front is Nico Hülkenberg for him to overtake. Bro, where's Max pulling all this time out of? Oh, he's destroying his tires. I don't know how he's gonna do at the end of the race. I think we should have different color compounds, to be honest. Yeah, that could be good. Really would love to see Ferrari between Red Bull. Well, Leclerc's 4 seconds now behind Verstappen. That's closer than it was before. It was 7 seconds before. Apple flavored soft. Yeah, and we have a grape. Oh, we need to bring the Pirelli Rainbow back. You know, the hyper soft, the ultra softs, the super softs, mediums, hards, super hards. Super hards could be orange flavored. The current boat split gives the driver of the day boat win to Verstappen. Okay. Why? Because he had to overtake 4 cars? I don't really think so. Now we're looking at Albon getting feisty with it. He's caught up to the rear end of the cars. Let's see, he's looking to overtake Ricardo with the small DRS zone into turn 1. 1 overtake done. 16 more to go if he wants to win this race. Albon moves up into 16th place. Zhou Wenyu is up next. Remember, he's got newer tires, much newer tires than anyone else. Alex Albon, he's done the 3 stop. I brought back the V8 as well. Hell yeah. And that's Zhou Wenyu moving up another place. Zhou Wenyu getting past Nico Hülkenberg up into 14th, sorry.
Why a 3-stop for this? To overtake a lot of cars in the end and give us more action. I honestly don't know why a 3-stop. Perhaps they thought it was faster, but we'll have to see. The second technical sector is it's a bit harder to overtake on. More so with but more so with the tire advantage, it's a bit easier. We're now gonna have to see Albon's 4/10 of a second behind Nico Hülkenberg. Why are we looking at an Alpine? We're now looking at Stroll and Ocon. Okay, Lance Stroll is in 8th place. Ocon's getting... Okay, Ocon's catching up, and that's Alex Albon around the outside at turn 17. My god, what a move! Up into 15th place for Albon. Okay, another overtake done. Zhou is up next. So yeah, what we're talking about, Ocon and Stroll, 4/10 of a second, the gap between the two as they go through turn 4 across the Camel straight. Norris hasn't yet stopped. I think he's gonna wait it out to the end of the race and see if he can get some points. Side by side, and that's Ocon in front. Ocon is ahead of Lance Stroll, and yeah, I mean Norris is starting to lose the gap that he had. We have 3 laps to go. Gonna write an email to the Pirelli contact center after this with this glorious idea. I'm gonna take full credit for it because it was mine. Okay, so Alonso's now 4.5 seconds ahead of Russell. %40 of you guys isn't subscribed to the channel? Come on. It's really easy. And it gives you access to the chat sometimes when we just put it in subscriber only mode. That's a thing. I mean, you may run the risk of not being able to comment on the chat if you're not subscribed. So, since it doesn't cost anything and we won't spam your subscriber fee, we only do the streams pretty much. So, yeah, it shouldn't be a problem. Where's Albon now? Behind Zhou by over a second now. Oof. He's opened the gap a little bit. Okay, because yeah, there's a bit of a DRS. Well, Zhou's got DRS on Kevin Magnussen up in front. Bro, Sargent leading, yes. Nico Hülkenberg dropping another place, down to 17th place for him. Yeah, Nico's on like 17 lap old softs. Oof. Very old. Very old. And Zhou and Yu gets past Kevin Magnussen. And it's up into 13th. And now Alex Albon's going to be able to make the move on Kevin. Let's see, through turn 8, is he going to be able to do a Lando Norris around the outside? Oh, he's looking for it, but no, he's got the door closed on him. And that's Hamilton. Hamilton stopping in for the fastest lap, it looks like. The mediums, a new set of mediums for Lewis Hamilton. He's going to go for the fastest lap to close the gap to Alonso in the points to 1. And guys, it's hammer time. I've subscribed some time ago. I found your commentary is just perfect. Oh, thank you, John Smith. Nice race. Thanks for commentating, dude. Max is the champ, always will be. Sorry, says Uwe Meister. Aha. Max destroyed his tires. Only just over 20 seconds. Yeah. No, but yeah. Oh, Alex Albon's going around the inside. It's 2 laps to go. I don't think Alex should have stopped there. He's not going to be able to get to the points. No, perhaps no. 10 seconds to 2 seconds to Zhou, 10 seconds to Bottas. He's not going to be able to get to the point. I don't think it was a good call to make that one. Unfortunately, the 3 stop. Stroll's now under threat by Yuki Tsunoda. He's got, well, 1 lap to make it stick. Well, to make actually the move. Let's see what the gap is. It's 1.1. If he wants to get it done, he's gonna have to close that DRS. And yeah, okay, before the end of the race, one last time I'm gonna have to ask you to like this stream if you've enjoyed. And yeah, if you want to tip us, if you want to leave a donation, a super chat, a sticker, whatever you want to call it, it's of course greatly appreciated. Yeah, it shows us how much you guys care about the streams that we do here. And yeah, okay, so the last lap, Max Verstappen is going already into the second sector. He's about to lap Nico Hülkenberg. I don't think he's going to be able to do it in the end, though. And let's see, Verstappen through turn 15, across the back straight, into 16, 17, and Verstappen's gonna win again. Okay, what's next though? Checo Perez, second place. I think that's definitely what he needs to do. So that's good for him. Verstappen comes across the line and wins the race. Yep, Verstappen wins. Then it's gonna be Max Verstappen. Let's see, through turn 17 into 18. Yellow flag on the first sector. Why? Has Verstappen stopped? He's going very slow. That may be because maybe the cause of, oh, nice fireworks there, and that's Checo Perez who comes across the line. Charles Leclerc completes the podium, so very good weekend for Ferrari. Well, for Leclerc there in the end, moves up into 5th place in the Drivers' Championship, which is great. Lewis Hamilton, is he going to be able to seal the fastest lap of the race? This is his last attempt as he comes across the line very shortly. Turn 18, turn 19, across the line. Is he gonna get it? Is he gonna get it? Lewis Hamilton. Yes, he does. He gets the fastest lap. 1 point now divides, now separates Hamilton and Alonso as he comes home 5th. A great result for Aston Martin after a bad start to the weekend. George Russell, 6th place for Mercedes. That's a good number 2 result for him. He was the number 2 this race, just admit it. Lando Norris manages to bring it home in 7th after that horrible start to the race. In the end, he managed to just hold on and get that 7th place, which is greatly deserved after the insane weekend they just had. Esteban Ocon, some points for Alpine in 8th place. Then it's going to be Stroll in 9th with some extra points for Aston Martin, which they really do need in the Constructors' Championship. Yuki Tsunoda to get the last point of this race. What a great race from him. Unfortunately, Gasly, after that great performance, not managing to get to the points, 11th place. He's going to get, and it's going to be Valtteri Bottas and Zhou Guanyu. Zhou really came alive at the end of that race, and it's going to be Alex Albon, Kevin Magnussen, Daniel Ricciardo, Logan Sargent, and Nico Hülkenberg dead last, after pushing way too hard on those softs for way too long. The race came apart for him, and there was nothing he could do. 18th place and last for him and the Haas team. Well, it's going to be it for like a month. So yeah, I really hope you guys enjoyed. If you guys have enjoyed the first half of the season, once again, and last time, I have to ask you to like and subscribe. That's gonna be it. That's it. Yeah, I mean, if you guys wanna not miss Formula 1 through the break, you can always check out my personal channel, Ryan F1, where I don't really upload anymore, but I've got a great catalog of content that's still ripe and good when it comes to history, when it comes to driver statistics, when it comes to a lot of stuff. So yeah, make sure to check that out as well. You can follow me on Twitter at RyanF1. And yeah, other than that, that's gonna be it. And I will see you all in the next one. Thank you so much, guys, for watching, and yeah, happy break. Goodbye.